everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm in my laundry room. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the new change of scenery. So what I'd like to do today is I am reviewing an item that a company reached out to me called xoxo, and they wanted to know if they could send me this item so that I could try it out and then review it. I told them, of course, I will check it out, and if I like it, I will do a video. If not, I will not do a video. So as you already know, I do like the item. However, I want to go through a couple things I don't like about it and a couple things I do. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the item I'm going to discuss today, and Elvis is down here in my way, is the xoxo handheld garment steamer. So it came in this box, it came nicely packed. So guys, I have obviously already been trying it out several times, and I just put it all kind of back in the box for you guys. So it comes nice in the box, it comes with the instruction manual, and it also comes with 2 brushes, which in all honesty, I have not used. I would use it on maybe a stiffer garment or something. I don't know. So not quite sure about the brushes, but anyway, I just used it as a straight steamer, and I have been dying to get a steamer for years. I am the kind of person that hates ironing, even though I have to do it often. I iron all my clothes, all my husband's clothes that we can iron and not dry clean. So I take care of that department, and I hate it. Usually once a month I spent 2-3 hours ironing, and so I thought, you know, it'd be so cool if I had a steamer and see if that would work. Well, so when this company approached me about this, I was like, yay, I'm all about it. I want to try a steamer really, really bad. So the steamer is right here. I'm going to be putting a couple items here, not this t-shirt, but isn't that cute? I'm going to be putting a couple items here on my little mannequin, just because I think this is the easiest way to use the steamer so far. I tried to hang it on the like ironing board hook and did it that way, but it was a little bit flimsy. So I'm going to do it on here, and I think this will work a little bit better. And it's very modern looking, not too bulky, a little bit heavy after you're using it for a little while. Then this is the steamer, and this is the part that gets very, very hot. And so that's where the steam is going to come out of. One of the things that I don't like about it is that there is no real temperature control. It is all one temperature, one steam. The instruction manual is pretty good. It doesn't get into a lot of detail. It's just very basic, so it's very easy for anybody to figure this out. But this item is also very basic. There is a light here, which does indicate that it's on and that it's hot. It also says be careful steam. So it is just a 1 temperature steamer. I honestly don't know if that's normal because I've never used a steamer before, but this one does not have different temperatures. And maybe they don't, so I don't know. But it's good, you can hold it. I think like it's even good for a man because it's quite got a large area there. It took me a minute to figure out how to get the compartment off of here because this is where you put the water. Let me just show you this up close. You can see that. It's got a little bit of ribbing here that's supposed to help you take this off. So basically you're supposed to just be able to pull this off. And I left it on purpose because I just want you to see it's just not the easiest thing to take off. See, that's what happens. It just pops right off. So this is the container. And then it's got a little rubber thing here that you take off, and it just stays put right there. And that's where you want to fill it with water. So let's go ahead and do that. You'll be able to see this, but the water line is right about here. I did not fill it all the way to the top because the instructional manual says not to do that. And you just push it right back in. I always dry it off just to make sure. And of course you're doing all of this without it being plugged in. You don't want to be messing around with water and have it be plugged into your electrical outlet. So then once you have the water in, there's a little thing right here where you want to just put it right into there. And then you're going to hear it sort of snap into place. So then you're ready to go. A little like towel right here just to lay it on there in case it's getting too hot. I don't want to ruin my countertop. So I just put it down and then plug it in. In about 20-25 seconds, it's pretty much ready to go. Once the heat indicator light comes on right there, it comes on pretty quickly. It means it's plugged in. It doesn't necessarily mean it's ready to go. It just means it's plugged in, because that comes on pretty much right away and it's not ready. You're going to be ironing, steaming straight up and down like this, and you don't want to be putting your hand behind the cloth or anything like that you're ironing, because this does, again, get really, really warm. So you want to be careful with that. And then there's a button right here that you will be pushing for that steam to come out. So I'm just gonna give it a few more seconds and then let's start steaming. Here is one of my shirts that I just washed, and then I hung it up to dry so that it's not been in the dryer. I haven't ironed it, I haven't done anything with it. We're gonna just try this one out. I have not used the steamer on this particular shirt, so we're gonna see how it works. I've used it mostly on 100% cotton, some knits, and I think a flannel-ish type shirt, and then some of my husband's khaki pants and things like that. So those are the items that I have already used the steamer on. So we're gonna try it on the shirt. And again, you don't wanna put your hand behind it. You just wanna keep going straight up and down, and it makes a little bit of a sound, but not much, okay? And you probably can't hear it. And there is, as you can see, some steam coming out the top there. I don't know if you can see that very well. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm sorry if I'm in your way and you can't see, but I'm just wanting to go like this. And it will let off a little bit of that water, but that's okay because it'll dry away. So you just wanna stay, straight up and down, just like that. I try to keep my hands out of the mix. Okay, so you can kind of get an idea of how it works. And I am putting the steamer right up against the fabric right here. And it's not damaging it or anything like that. You want to keep it, straight up and down like that. You never want to tip it over. You can see here at the bottom, I have the little ends of the shirt are kind of flipped up. That is pretty hard to get with the steamer like you can with an iron. I have a little bit harder time doing that, and I would think I could just press it up against here, and maybe that would help a little bit. But it is just a little bit more difficult to get 100% like it is with the iron. But you can get it down if you want. Just have to keep going at it a little bit more. So I'm just gonna finish up the shirt and then I'll let you guys check it out. So that is the finished shirt. I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, I really do believe that with an iron, you can get much more crisp and clean edges. This takes a little bit longer, and I could probably get this to go down even further and, get that really to lay flat. But overall, I think it's really, really good. Things that you can use with travel. I think it's easier than, having to haul out the ironing board and the iron and all that kind of stuff. So I think overall, it's a very good steamer. Typically, at least for me, one container is one item. As you can see, the water is about right there. And as I showed you before, I had it all the way up to here. So it does use up quite a bit of the water every time you are going to use it. But let me bring the shirt in a little closer. I think it looks pretty good. It's something that you definitely could wear and not feel like you are wrinkled. And you could spend more time on it too. So it just depends on your preference. I don't necessarily like this shirt super, super crisp. It's an olive green, kind of an army, kind of a casual type of shirt. Let me just also try it on a t-shirt. Okay, so this is just a little pink t-shirt dress that I got this summer. And as you can see, it's not super wrinkled. I just washed it. Again, I lay it flat to dry, and then I hung it up, and now I was just waiting to iron it. So it's got some wrinkles, along here. Since this is probably something I'm going to concentrate mostly on the lower half, I'm going to see if I can get away with just that little bit of water that's left in here. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that is the steamer kind of getting louder and louder, kind of telling you, hey, I'm out of water. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unplug it, refill the water, and finish up the dress. Okay, so we're all set with that. I didn't spend as much time on this as I did on the shirt. Like I said, it's just a t-shirt, so it's not something I need, you know, to be looking super crisp. But I think it definitely looks a lot better than it did. I'm just gonna twirl her around here a second so you guys can check it out. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's a great product. Is it something you absolutely need and can't live without? Probably not, but I think it'd be convenient to travel with for sure. I also think that if you're just wanting to do something, you know, kind of on the go and quick, and you don't need those perfectly tailored ironed lines, then I think you're going to be good to go and you're going to enjoy it. I tend to, you know, do the item once and then kind of like go over it one more time if it's something that I want to look a little nicer. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what the steamer can do. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave me a comment below. I am trying to still answer as many of those comments as possible. And if you like these kind of videos, please give me a thumbs up and let me know that you like these kind of videos, and I will keep doing reviews on products for you guys. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.